Welcome to the study of book of Genesis. We are looking from the life of Abraham. So in life of Abraham, we see two kinds of laughter. So Abraham laughed when God gave the promise. Sarah also laughed. God did not condemn Abraham, but Sarah was rebuked. So there were two kinds of laughter. The first is Abraham when he received the promise that he will have a son, and that son would be the son of promise, and through him a nation will be formed, and through him all the blessings which God has promised will come upon the planet Earth. So he fell on his face and he laughed. So was it a laughter of doubt? I don't think so. So his laughter was expression of inward joy, delight and faith. And it was accompanied with worship. He fell face down and he worshipped the Lord. So this was an expression of his faith from the depth of his heart. So only his laughter was not considered as offense. So Abraham believed that it can happen, it will happen, and God can do it in a supernatural way. God is a God who can do miracles. So his faith was expressed in laughter, which was accompanied by worship and delight. At the same time, Sarah also was sitting inside the tent when she heard about this message. So she laughed. So she said, I have gone past the age of bearing children. Will I be able to have children? So then my master, that is Abraham, her husband, also well past his age of bearing children. Can he have a child? It is almost impossible when we look at the physical aspects of life. So she laughed. It was expression of lack of faith. So only the visitors who came to have time with Abraham asked Abraham why Sarah laughed. Sarah was scared. She was afraid. She denied that she laughed. But the visitors said she laughed. Then there was silence. So there was a rebuke for her laughter because it was expression of doubt, expression of lack of faith, so expression of the thing that she thought God cannot do a miracle, or expression that of her inability. But in contrast, Abraham's laughter was a laughter of joy, delight and expression of faith and worship. So when we are in the presence of God, when God speaks to us, we can respond in two different ways. One like Abraham, one like Sarah. For Sarah, it was lack of faith. Sarah thought it may not happen. It may never happen. It is impossible to happen. But in contrast, Abraham expressed his faith. He was delighted. He was joyful. Yes, humanly speaking, it was impossible. But for God, it is always possible. So the expression of faith was expressed, or it was done through a laughter and worship. At the same time, Sarah expressed lack of faith by laughter. So what we learn is, let us be like Abraham, approaching our life issues, life problems with faith. Faith on a God who does the impossible things, who does supernatural things, who does miracles on behalf of his children. So let us grow in the faith like Abraham, and let us not be like Sarah, having lack of faith and also expressing that. So may God bless us and give us that kind of faith and use us for His glory.